Everyone, Yvonne Patrick from YvonnePatrickOnline.com here again, and as promised, this is going to be part 2 of positive morning rituals that's going to change your whole day. So, continuing after yesterday, as you can see, new haircut, I've done my hair, got my lippy on, I've actually got proper clothes on today, dropped all the kids off, and I'm feeling really great. So number 6, and this one's going to be a doozy for most of us. Don't check your social media or emails straight away in the morning. Just don't do it. It does absolutely nothing for you. And it stops you from focusing on what you need to do. You end up mucking around, going from page to page. And there's nothing on there that is so urgent, it can't wait. Well, I still catch myself out. I look at my phone every morning, but that's to see if I've got any messages or missed phone calls, because my husband leaves work so early, and also because I do a lot of bookwork for my daughter's school, for the volunteer organisation. So, you know, there are reasons for me to look at that. But for social catching up and stuff, not worth doing it first thing in the morning. So I suggest you to set aside a time, but not only that, a time limit, because it's really easy to get caught up in the moment, and before you know it, it could be an hour or more that you've been, you know, surfing around, and there goes a whole bunch of activity, and you're going to kick yourself later for not getting something else done because of that. Number 7, learn to reduce your stress levels. Look, there's always going to be situations in life that you can't control. So if it's beyond your control, you got to let it go. Just let it run its course. Stay out of it if you can. But look, in order to figure that out, I've done a video, and I've also done a blog post on how to do a brain dump, and also how to get yourself out of your grey zone. So go and check them out, and that'll be a lot clearer for those types of situations. Number 8 is you avoid negativity. Now that could be people. Look, we all know somebody who's always out there complaining and drags you, and they suck you into their negative little zone. Trust me, I used to be one of them until recently, until I found a purpose for myself and started looking after myself. Now I just avoid them. If there's a negative conversation happening, I'll just either excuse myself or I just don't participate in the conversation, because it is so easy to get drawn in to that mood, and it's really hard to snap out of it. The other thing I also avoid is the news. I used to really want to know what's going on in the news, and it didn't click with me until it was a little while ago now. I don't think I've seen the news for about 6 months. When the news was on and all this, and the kids were having dinner, and my mum and dad were listening to the news, and my daughter says to me, 6 years old, and she said, "Mum, can you please switch that off?" I said, what's the matter? She goes, "The news, it's scary. I don't want to listen to it." And I thought, oh my God, a 6-year-old is getting affected by it. And us as adults, we kind of expect it, but subconsciously, can you imagine if that's what it's doing to a 6-year-old? It must be doing it to us too. How many times have you gone away shaking your head going, it's not to say to ignore what's going on in the world outside, but, pick and choose what you listen to. That's all I can advise you on that one. Anyway, number 9, nearly there. Write a daily productivity sheet. And this one's really good. It doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home mum, you don't have a job or any major projects, but you might have little mini projects within the house, whether it's a promise to yourself to tidy up one room, you've got too many toys, or you've got to clean out your kids' cupboards. Like, for instance, here in Australia, we're going from winter to spring, and spring sort of into summer. We're getting really hot weather, but it's still interchangeable. But some kids, how many of us have got kids' clothes sitting in there 2 or 3 seasons, or 1 or 2 sizes too small for them? Set a project, set a day, set a time. I'm going to go in, I'm going to clean it out. And that will clear that out of your head. So there are other projects I'm talking about, but you're going to have to wait for my next video and my next blog. Number 10 for me, major. I didn't know how to call it, so I've just made something up, and it's called Find Your Power Trigger Switch. And what I mean by that is, from sun up to sundown, I'm mum. I've had to dedicate that. My online business starts in the evening because, really, what are you going to do? My kids, I've still got little ones at school. Today they're at daycare, but little day, most of the time, 5 days a week, they're here with me all day long. So what I do, it comes time at night, the kids go to bed, kiss them goodnight, I go and have a shower and I wash, like as if I'm going to go to work. If you're going, you get up, you have your shower, you get dressed, put your makeup, put your hair on, walk out the door, see you later. I do that at night time. I stay at home, but I come in, I go and have my shower, wash away mummy duties. My husband's home to take care of them after that. I get dressed, I do my hair. I actually end up putting makeup on, 9 o'clock at night, don't care, but I do it. And I put proper clothes on as if I would go to work. Not a suit or anything, but I don't put myself in my pajamas. Makes a big difference. So I'm in my work mode, in my workspace. Well, they're my 10. They're my 10 tips. You can use any combination. You may not like any of it. You might have your own, which I would love to hear, so leave a comment. But look, I can't do all these rituals first thing in the morning because my kids, I'm a mum, that's realistic. I can do some of them, I spread them out throughout the day. Everyone's lives are different, your circumstances are different, and certain things will work for you better than they work for me. You need to discover what they are and use them. And it's a matter of forming a habit too. And that's the important thing. You've got to do that every day until it becomes, something you do on autopilot. So anyway, like I said, if you found it helpful, please share my video. If you've enjoyed it, leave a comment. And I really would love to hear your triggers or your little rituals so that you might be able to help me too. So thanks for listening. And until next time, take care.